Good afternoon, everyone. Well, my name is Kuchiku Uzoma, and I'm here to talk to you about something very important. What I call secret killers. You see, life is very interesting. Most times, we think what kills is the big diseases we know, maybe COVID-19, HIVs, and what. But I want to tell you, there's something that destroys and kills one of those things. It's called depression. This entity is an enemy to humanity, and I've come out to be one of those people that want to help you to fight it. Guess what? He has no friend, he has no brother, he has no mother, he has no father. He's an orphan on his own. But this orphan, guess what? Has caused many havoc in people's life today. And now I come to you to discuss how we can get out of this. I've been a victim once, and I'm out of it now, so I can tell how it feels to be there. I can also tell you how you can get out of there. This is not something to be ashamed of. It's something that most people are already fighting with. And let me say this: if you're out there, you think money can cure it, you're joking. You're sitting on a long thing. In fact, the thing you're sitting on is more longer than you think. Well, I want to say this: it's not cured by money. It's not cured by food. It's not cured by drugs. It has a cure. And guess what? I'm going to discuss with you the dynamics of it, what causes it, and how you can get out of it. Next few minutes, we'll look at how to escape from this, from the claws of this entity, as I call it. Now, first thing first, I will give you 3 things that causes depression. Now, you must understand that in this journey of going out of it, if you're already on it, or you want to get into it, this is for you. You must listen to this. Number 1, what causes this thing? Number 1 is what I called being self-made or being self-dependent. A lot of people don't even want to speak. They are always into themselves. They feel they are self-resourceful. And let me tell you something, friends. There's nobody that's self-resourceful. You can't have all the resources you need, all the answers you need at every time. So, most people want to keep to themselves, keep what they're going to themselves, because they feel what they have is too dated to keep, to say. They feel nobody can understand them. They feel nobody can even understand themselves. They just feel nobody can get it, so they keep it to themselves. So this is the first cause of it. Because if you check, one of the secret build up to depression is looking for answers. So, when you're faced with challenges of life and you don't have an answer to it, challenges is both ways, both external and internal. Both challenges on your inside and ones on your outside. So when you go through those things and you don't have answers to it, that will cause it. And most of us, when we're in that state, we feel to discuss it. We want to keep it to yourself. We feel we can do it for ourselves. We feel we can solve it for ourselves. So if you're listening to me out there and you're always keeping it to yourself, please, you're only yourself good. People have died out of this. Don't join the counts. Don't join the numbers that is wasting by the day. So this is the first cause of it. Those that want to keep to themselves, always want to keep to themselves. They feel themselves sufficient. They feel they have it. They can solve it all. Second thing that causes this thing is those that take life too serious. You take life too serious. You always need when things are not going your way, you feel is the end of the world. You feel you have the highest problem in the world. You have the highest lack of answers in the world, and because of this, it gets you depressed. Let me tell you this, friends: you can't have the highest problem in the world. Your current situation is someone's prayer point. Believe it or not, it's the truth. So where you are now, someone else is going to be there as long as you're living. If you're in the hospital, for instance, you're not going with your 2 legs. There's someone out there praying to live. That was not opportunity to live. If you're out there and maybe you're like me, you can't see with your physical eyes. There's people out there praying to even walk or what to see. So anywhere you are, you're always praying at somebody as long as you're living. So don't take life too personal. Those that take life too personal, don't really go far. They get too depressed. So this is the second thing why people get depressed. And the last thing for today, before we go to the answers, the last thing why people get depressed is because most of us are always refusing the right advice. Most times we are not quick, to accept right advice, because I see most people that get depressed because of wrong decisions they made. Why the wrong decisions? They saw the right ideas, but because it's not coming from the right source, they intend to get depressed. So I don't like discussing problems, I discuss solutions. So the question is, how can we get out of this deadly disease, depression? How can we get out of this? I'll tell you 2 answers today. Maybe in our next topic we'll discuss more. First, look for what to make you happy. Look for every reason to be happy. You see, your joy is your creativity button. Your joy is your source. Your joy is like your fuel for life. If your joy is off, your vehicle of your life is off and you're shut down. So if you're listening to me and you're out there, please look for what to make you happy. Some of us, it's food that makes us happy. Some of us, movies. Do your best. Don't want the idea of those people that says, you must always be happy. Don't let circumstances determine your happiness, your joy. Always search what to make you happy. Always search what to make you happy. Number 2, look for the right friends, people that can always talk you up. Don't look for those that will tolerate you, look for those that celebrate you. Let me tell you this: if you always stay around those that always tell you how much you need to work on yourself, and how much you're not doing well, you still end up in the well. So I advise you, look for people that don't tell you, how ugly you are, how is your last performance, how bad it is. Look for those that will tell you how good you are. Though you might be 40, you might have things that you need to work on. We know, but go to where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated, because when you go to where you're celebrated, it's not a bad chance to be improved on your psyche. Because you see, this thing is the mind. The right words can help a lot. So in our next edition, please, you see my number on the screen. For more of this personal tutorial on this, you can call my number, it's in your screen. But we'll be back next week for another edition of War Against Depression.